The summer rain skipped over our small patch of ground. The highway in the distance is the only constant sound. I'm walking through the garden that we used to keep so green, but now it is the driest place that you have ever seen. A heavy gray coating settles on the maple trees, suffocating every single piece of you and me. I try to wipe a branch clean with my shaking fingertips. It feels just like the coldness that you left upon my lips. And it's just dust on the leaves tonight, a dull and dirty blanket in the pale moonlight. The beautiful bright colors that we used to watch bloom are choked up by the static of this lonely quiet gloom. The wind is blowing lazy, but it cannot clear the stain of a wind is blowing lazy, but it cannot clear the stain of a love that died from waiting for a little bit of rain. Yeah, the garden's growing heavy and the paradise is lost, left with us. Ceramic watering can is sitting by the shed, spilling over with the bitter words you finally said. I used to think our roots were dug too deep to ever dry, back when we were building futures underneath the sky. Just kicks up dirt into the air, constant gray reminder of a ghost who doesn't care. The powder settles slowly on the porch and on the floor, locking in the truth that you aren't coming back no more. You can't request a blossom when the water's complete gone, when you're sitting in the drought and just praying for the dawn. We let the soil turn to powder, let the fire turn to ash. Now I'm standing in the wreckage of our final painful clash. The green is disappearing under layers of regret. The green is disappearing under layers of regret. And the simplest memories are the hardest to forget. And it's just dust on the leaves tonight, the dull and dirty colors that we used to watch bloom. The wind is blowing lazy, but it cannot clear the stain of a love that died from waiting for a little bit of rain. Yeah, the garden's growing heavy and the paradise is lost, left with dust on the leaves and counting up the cost. Dull and gray, the wind dies down, the dirt stays on the ground. No color left to see, nothing left of you and me. The garden's choked, the promise broke, dust on the leaves, fade away. is empty, the curtains are drawn. The final projection is officially gone. I'm sitting alone in the very back row, watching the screen lose its beautiful glow. This used to be where we would laugh in the dark, back when our summer love held a bright spark. But you packed up your things and you walked up the aisle. But you packed up your things and you walked up the aisle, leaving me stranded with the ghost of your smile. And now it's just time to fade to black tonight. No silver screen magic, no cinematic light. The credits are rolling on you and on me, a tragic finale for the world to see. I'm holding the ticket stub tight in my hand, a beautiful story that went off command. Yeah, the projector is off and the music is through, and my whole world is officially fading to black without you. The lobby is quiet, the neon sign dies, exposing the weight of our final goodbyes. I walk out the doors to the cold city street, to the lonesome rhythm of my heavy feet. I look for your car, but the parking lot's bare, just a puddle reflecting the dark freezing air. It's funny how fast a bright feature can end and drop a whole life from a lover to a friend. And now it's just time to fade to black tonight. No silver screen magic, no cinematic light. The credits are rolling on you and on me, a tragic finale for the world to see. I'm holding the ticket stub tight in my hand, a beautiful story that went off command. Yeah, the projector is off and the music is through, and my whole world is officially fading to black without you. You can't ask the director to rewrite the scene when the damage is done and it's off of the screen. We ran out of film, we ran out of time on the very last page of your life and mine. The dialogue's over, the silhouette's gone, and I'm left in the dark just to wait for the dawn. And now it's just time to fade to black tonight. No silver screen magic, no cinematic light. The credits are rolling on you and on me, a tragic finale for the world to see. I'm holding the ticket stub tight in my hand, a beautiful story that went off command. Yeah, the projector is off and the music is through, and my whole world is officially fading to black without you. The house lights are down, the end of the show. Nowhere left to go, just static white noise. The screen is completely bare, just empty freezing air. Fade to black, the story is done. Goodbye, my light, the dark has won. Fading from your feet, I saw your silhouette against a brand new dawn. A casual dinner, but your lighting has moved on. I clicked the double tap, then froze my shaking hand. You're building castles in a brand new piece of land, and I am sitting in the dark of my bedroom, watching a glowing screen consume our old costume. The algorithm used to tie our names in knots. Now I'm just buried underneath your afterheart. And I'm fading from your feet, slipping down the page, just a ghost from a forgotten pixelated stage. You stop viewing my stories, I stop checking the views. Every morning brings a bitter shade, your favorite forever speed, your favorite forever speed. Now I'm just a stranger fading from your feet. I found a draft of us from 7 months ago, a messy video we swore we'd never show. Your laughter echoes through the speakers, sharp and clear, before you traded in my love for high frontier. Now there's a new face smiling softly in your grid, doing the weekend trips that we both always did. I'm just a tag you had to quickly go remove, a minor glitch inside the life you had to prove. It's a modern kind of dying, bleeding out in blue light. I'm following the person who you clung to in the night. You didn't throw my clothes away or scream across the floor. You just refreshed your profile and you closed the digital door, and now the I stop counting up the views and for your name to break the news. I used to be a feature, your favorite forever speed. Now I'm just a memory fading from your feet. Scroll down past the pings as the wall. Offline. Goodbye. The calendar is telling me it's middle May. The cherry blossoms opened up across the street today. The winter coats are put away, the city's turning green, but my world is the coldest place that you have ever seen. I walk out in the sunshine, but I feel a sudden chill, a ghostly winter breeze that settles on my windowsill, though. The April rain has ended, but my fingers started shaking. A physical reaction to the promise you were breaking. And it's a sudden frostbite in the middle of spring, the brutal frozen ending to a beautiful thing. The flowers are blooming, but I'm freezing to death. I can still see the shadow of your very last breath. The world is waking up, but I am locked in the ice. Paying for a summer with a terrible price. Yeah, the sun is shining bright, I'm just frostbite victim in the April sun. I see the couples who park, holding hands and laugh until the sky goes dark. They think the winter's over, think the danger has passed but last. But I know that the sweetest things are never bound to last. I touch my frozen cheek where you used to kiss me sweet. Now it's just a patch of ice upon the crowded street. The green grass is growing through the cracks in the stone, while I am turning into ice, completely on my own. And it's a sudden frostbite in the middle of spring, the brutal frozen end into a beautiful thing. The flowers are blooming, but I'm freezing to death. I can still see the shadow of you locked in the ice, paying for a summer with a terrible price. Yeah, the sun is shining bright, but the damage is done. I'm just a frostbite victim in the April sun. How can a heart freeze over when the weather is warm? How can a body shiver without a winter storm? You left your icy fingertips inside my fragile chest, and now the winter weather refused to rest. The contrast is killing me, the colors are a lie, when everything is bleeding underneath the sunny sky. And it's a sudden frostbite in the middle of spring, brutal frozen end into a beautiful thing. The flowers are blooming, but I'm freezing to death. I can still see the shadow of your very last breath. The world is waking up, but I am locked in the ice. Yeah, the sun is shining bright, but the terrible price. Yeah, the sun is shining bright, I'm just frostbite victim in the April sun. Freezing cold in the afternoon sun. Goodbye. I walk through the gate where the roses used to bloom so red. Now the soil is frozen and every sweet is dead. I remember the mornings we spent here pulling up the weeds, planting our futures in tiny little golden seeds. But you stopped caring, you left the water running dry, and let the cold winter choke out our summer sky. Now I'm just standing alone in the overgrown mess, holding the pieces of a love we couldn't possess. And I'm trapped inside a garden of thorns tonight, bleeding slowly underneath the pale moonlight. Every beautiful memory we used to grow is sharp as a blade beneath the heavy winter snow. I reach for the roses, but the stems are cutting deep, a painful reminder of the promises you couldn't get. The sweetness is gone and the paradise is lost, left with a garden of thorns and counting up the cost. The wooden bench in the center is starting to rot, just like the happy conversations that we completely forgot. I try to clear the branches, try to fix the broken view, but I can't change the climate of losing you. But I can't change the climate of losing you. A thicket of briars is wrapping around my cold feet, locking me down so I can't even make a retreat. It's funny how a place that used to feel like a safe home can turn into a prison when you're left all alone. And I'm trapped inside a garden of thorns tonight, bleeding slowly underneath the pale moonlight. Every beautiful memory we used to grow is sharp as a blade beneath the heavy winter snow. I reach for the roses, but the stems are cutting deep, a painful reminder of the promises you couldn't get. The sweetness is gone and the paradise is lost, left with a garden of thorns and counting up the cost. They say that every rose comes with a little bit of pain, but we grew a desert underneath the pouring rain. I poured out my soul just to watch the colors fade. Now I'm paying the price for the mistakes that we made. The sharper the edge, the darker the shade of this beautiful ruin that we both made. And I'm trapped inside a garden of thorns tonight, bleeding slowly underneath the pale moonlight. Sharp as a blade beneath the stems are cutting deep, a painful reminder of the promises you couldn't get. The sweetness is gone and the paradise is lost, left with a garden of thorns and counting up the cost. Pricking my skin, the blood runs cold, the saddest story ever told, just the sharp defense of a heart left behind the broken fence, where the love died. Goodbye, my light. weekend's dying in a quiet shade of gray. The weekend crowd is packed up and gone home. The television's buzzing with nothing left to say, and I am left with nothing but my own. The calendar's turning to a heavy Monday morning, but my mind is anchored in the things you said. The clock is ticking louder beside the ghost that's sleeping in our bed. And it's just another sleepless Sunday tonight, staring at the ceiling in the pale moonlight, counting down the hours that we used to share, reaching out for hands that are no longer there. The world is getting ready for a brand new start, while I'm stuck here picking at a broken heart. No way, just another sleepless Sunday tonight. Your side of the mattress is perfectly neat. The pillows haven't moved since Friday afternoon. I still can feel the phantom tracing of your feet, dancing to our favorite lonesome tune. I check my notifications, hoping for a sign, a simple text to say you made a big mistake. But the screen is just a cold and uninviting line, reminding me of every bond we break. And it's just another sleepless Sunday tonight, staring at the ceiling in the pale moonlight, counting down the hours that we used to share, reaching out for hands that are no longer there. The world is getting ready for a brand new start, while I'm stuck here picking at a broken heart. No way, just another sleepless Sunday tonight. Why does the weekend have to end in such a heavy sigh? A brutal weekly deadline for a sad goodbye, while I am trapped inside the words we left unsaid, the shadows on exactly where the regrets begin. And it's just another sleepless Sunday tonight, staring at the ceiling in the pale moonlight, counting down the hours that we used to share, reaching out for hands that are no longer there. The world is getting ready for a brand new start, while I'm stuck here picking at a broken heart. No way, just another sleepless Sunday tonight. 4 a.m. the birds begin to sing, but they don't bring a single thing, just the Monday blue. Another week of waking up without you. Sleepless Sunday, fade away. The overhead lanterns are starting to dim. The barista is wiping the counter's clean rim. I'm sitting right here where we used to hide out, in the very back corner, away from the doubt. The espresso machine lets out one final sigh, like the sound of the breath when we said our goodbye. The chairs are turned over on top of the wood. I'd freeze this exact second now if I could, because it's last call at the cafe tonight. They're turning off neon and locking up tight. The final cup's empty, the espresso is cold, just like the sweet promises that we once hold. The world outside's waiting in shadows and rain to swallow me up with this heavy set pain. They're sweeping the floor, clearing memories past, and this lonesome visit is officially our last. I look at the napkin where you wrote your name and left me to play this ridiculous game. The door chime is ringing as people depart, each tinkle a hammer straight into my heart. The clock on the brick wall is striking the hour, turning the sweetest of memories sour. I'm holding my coat tight against the chill air, staring across at your empty green chair, because it's last call at the cafe tonight. They're turning off neon and locking up tight. The final cup's empty, the espresso is cold, just like the sweet promises that we once hold. The world outside's waiting in shadows and rain to swallow me up with this heavy set pain. They're sweeping the floor, clearing memories past, and this lonesome visit is officially our last. Can I buy just 1 minute? Can Can I pay for some time to rewrite the ending of your life and mine? But the register's closed and the lights flicker low, and the silence is gently commanding I go. There's no refills for love when the supply runs dry, just a walk to the exit underneath the dark sky. Because it's last call at the cafe tonight. They're turning off neon and locking up tight. The final cup's empty, the espresso is cold, just like the sweet promises that we once hold. The world outside's waiting in shadows and rain to swallow me up with this heavy set pain. They're sweeping the floor, clearing memories past, and this lonesome visit is officially our last. Time to go, the keys are out, no room for doubt. The open sign dies, no more beautiful lies walking out glass door. We don't live here no more. Last call at the cafe. Goodbye. I look out at the autumn yard in total disbelief. The laws of gravity are breaking with my grief. The world is turning upside down since you walked out the gate. A physical reaction to this heavy, bitter fate. The wind is blowing backwards through the maple tree, reversing every single thing they used to be. Like every single tingle tear, I'm trying not to cry. And it's just leaves falling up tonight, defying all the physics of a final fight, chasing the clouds into the pale moonlight, while my whole world is shattering out of sight. The ground is letting go of hell, tell like how you let me go without a reason, right? Yeah, nature's spinning out and the colors disrupt, staring at the branches and the leaves falling up. The red and orange petals leave the cold, damp floor, rising past the windows, floating past the door. It looks exactly like my heart is trying to rewind, to go back to the summer that we left behind. I reach my hands out high to catch a passing leaf, hoping it will pull me up away from all this grief. But I am stuck here frozen, heavy like a stone, watching everything ascend while I am left alone. If the leaves can go back up to where they used to grow, doesn't mean that you'll come back to the place we used to know. Is the universe reversing all the damage that we made, or is my mind just broken in this lonely, bitter shade? The sky is drinking color, the forest floor below, and I am left with nowhere left to go. And it's just leaves falling up tonight, defying all the physics of our final fight, chasing the clouds into the pale moonlight, while my whole world is shattering out of sight. The ground is letting go of hell, tell like how you let me go without a reason, right? Yet nature's spinning out and the colors disrupt, staring at the branches and the leaves falling up into the blue. Every memory of you, the ground is completely bare, just empty freezing air. An impossible view, waking up without you. Leaves falling out, fade into the stars. Goodbye.